1 week since last audio log. That's odd. I know this isn't exactly a war yet and a lot of time needs to be spent gathering intel. But I don't like the silence. The call sign of the Vanjik of the false timeline is still on the move and it's still sending basic data updates, but I need more than that. I agreed to wait until we knew for sure if other Van Dukes would be needed or not. And I'm getting tired of waiting. We are on the war front against the likes of mutated humans. These vampires are dangerous and are well coordinated if they took over a whole planet. I'm not confident one Vanjik and a series of bio-androids will be enough. And my .44 Magnum and trigger finger are itching to fill some freaks full of lead and steel. But then again, who even says I have to wait? I'm not part of the task force the Vanjik of the false timeline made. I don't even know why a bunch of us signed up to follow that noob into combat anyway. Then again, can I alone at such a young age in the multiverse make a call that affects the lives of an entire planet that isn't even mine? But considering the current implications, would that even matter? This world, this planet in question is already enslaved. It's not like we can make things worse. This blood meridian we find ourselves viewing upon has no interest in becoming any less of a focal point. It becomes evident as days pass and more blood of the innocent is spilled, that these beasts of man and myth alike have no due cause to justify Thau's treason on mankind. For while I don't doubt that the humans of this world know sin, the sin they could have committed in comparison to the utter abandonment of mankind on behalf of the monsters of this world does not go lost on me. No possible or presumed sin justifies the treason upon the master species. No other species other than mankind has built up Earth like we have. No other planet in the known multiverse has survived and endured like ours. Any feasible competition is left in rot and ruin. Sometimes for a just cause, other times just because we felt like it needed done. For even on my Earth in the years of early evolution we had our spin-offs of mankind. And yet all other variants died out or integrated at our command. In my timeline and many others, it never matters the species, race, creed, nationality, or purpose in life. You're either on our side or in our way. So I sit back and I wonder how foolish one must be to think their species and race takes precedent and priority over the greatest race of them all. The human race. Tell me, nightmares. Don't you find it funny, despite your bumps in the night, that even before we showed up, that humanity still dared to leave the fear box? Don't you find it funny how despite your rule and kingship that you still need to hunt on a daily basis to keep order? Tell me, do you truly think you can keep hold of a species like mine, of a race like mine? Or is because of my race and species and what we are capable of, that drives you to keep control? Tell me, do you fear the fact my species has committed genocide for shits and giggles? Is the fear of the fact we happily enslave just because you don't look like us? Is the nature of our ability to face extinction year in and year out to only find we laugh it off every time something to fear? Maybe it's scary knowing that our planet holds 8.7 million species and mine has killed them all simply for fun and games. Maybe it's the knowledge that many have walked over and rewritten history near hundreds of times just to fill some lacking motivation. Yet despite all that, something tells me that's not the case. Maybe, just maybe, you fear our expansion the most. No other has gone as far as we have. We spread from shore to shore, land mass to land mass, and it's been growing since the day we stood on two legs. The human race is the only ones who dare to breach the surface of other planets. and us few who dare to wander have found our way into a multiverse where human life time and time again has shown no threat will ever keep them down. You claim to the apex of humanity. You claim to be the penultimate evolution. Yet you forgot evolution never stops. Vanjakis were the first to step beyond. How long until the rest try to breach the multiverse? How many do you think will be happy with what you have done to your Earth Lord Eshelman? Do you think the people of the multiverse, after we informed them of what's out there, do you think after they lived through the imposters' war that they will sit down in their respective timelines and not take the threats out head on? And let's say you do the impossible and beat us? What then? After us you then have to take down a whole multiverse. Something not even the Vanjakis can do. And as you know, men such as the false storyteller tried and failed. Interdimensional beings such as the Mothman tried and failed. The Wendigos, Skinwalkers, the zombies, the necromorphies, along with the water demon all tried and failed. The men behind the slaughter tried and failed. And in the end not even the mutants of the wasteland nor governmental entities of various time periods could dare slow our progress. That's the power of both humanity and the Vanjakis, because without humanity we wouldn't be what we are. So stalk thee and prowl the night, Lord Eshelman, for while you may the wolves on the hunt. You're not the monsters in the night, we are. Humanity is the ghost in the basement you fear the most, life is the boogeyman in your closet, and your fear is the monster under the bed. When your hope is lost and as the sun begins to rise we will wash away your lies. Because even in your timeline, Lord Eshelman, humanity will never say goodbye. You're just another extinction we will learn to laugh off. You were not the first nor will you be the last. But I will promise you this much. Just like the Inquisitions, just like the overzealous preachers alongside the kings come and gone and the monsters we killed off in 1945. Your empire will just be another joke in humanity's repair tour. I'm sending this message to you. Lord Eshelman. I hope your treason was worth it. For while I may have had doubts before, I don't doubt what I must do now. I am coming for you. Fear. The Orphan. And audio log. VCSN. Send this to that bastard king and broadcast to all channels. The others can fear a calamity event all they want. I got no time for fear, I am the fear.